Okay, so I had to redo the video because I was listening to it. It didn't sound right. It didn't sound right. But what I will say is, when it comes down to me and forgiving people, I I think that they are going to change for the simple fact because I forgave them. And I thought when you forgave people, the universe would just be like, okay, well, they're going to change because you forgave them and, they did you wrong. And, you forgave them because at the end of the day, the day going in. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, why dwell on it if you forgave them for that and then they show you exactly why they got cut off, exposed, and everything like that in the past. So now it's the present moment, and they show you exactly why you just forgive people and you leave them in the past. And yeah, but most importantly, you forgive yourself. You gotta forgive yourself the second go around. Because it's like, I gotta forgive myself for falling back into the trap. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I'm really learning this new cycle of just forgiving and letting it stay in the past. Like, for example, the dude that I exposed on here, he, me and him, we had a conversation, and so he said to me, he was like, "It's just crazy that you remember things from so long ago," because in the past he threw in my face that I was lying about being sexually assaulted. And it's just like, how can I lie about something like that? I don't forget anything that anybody's ever done to me. Unless, like, I'm intoxicated real bad that I forget, which is very rare over here. So, like, yeah. So, then we get in the argument recently, and he bring it back up, and it was just like, oh my God, like, what in the world? It's just like, well, that's how I felt internally. But like mentally wise, I was just like, I mean, hold on. I mean, like, he done it in the past, not once, not twice, multiple times he thrown that in my face. I forgave and went back. I forgave and I went back. I forgave and I went back. So it's just like, Tyler, the only person you can be upset with in this type of situation is really yourself because you sat up there and you continuously let this man come back into your life, even after he said something like that to you. That right there just goes to show that you're a dumbass. And it's just like, how can you forgive something like that? That crazy of something to be said to you and expect it to not be said again. And then question and be like, but I forgave them. I thought they was gonna change. No, baby. It don't work like that. Like, as soon as he said that the first time, I should have just up and left. You know what I'm saying? But like the saying, you live and you learn, and that's what I just been saying this entire year so far. You live and you learn, because it really is like you gotta live through it to learn from it. I swear. So it's just like, don't sit up there and judge a person and be like, oh, somebody said something like that to me, I believe. But the thing about it, it's not. It don't be about what they say. It be who said it. You get what I'm saying? Because it's just like, I would have never expect that person to ever say something like that back to me. But in that predicament, he said some disrespectful things, but for you to throw in my face that my sexual assault was a fucking lie, it's just like, wow. And then the other things that he said after that, it just didn't really hit home, like, with the sexual assault. Because it's like, I told you something like that when I was very, very vulnerable, you know what I'm saying? So now, we fast forward, me and him, we all cool and everything like that, as I thought. And then you giving me the impression that, oh, I've changed. I mean, like, I kept bringing it up. I'm just like, well, it's hard for me to trust you because you keep bringing things up that I told you in the vulnerability. And then you said, well, you need to stop bringing up the past. And then now it's like, it's just, I don't know. But this video gonna be long, but I don't care. It's my Twitter, and if you want to watch a 5-minute video, you can watch a 5-minute video. But I'm gonna talk my shit because it's my Twitter. And free will, fuck. But yeah, I just learned that with the word forgiveness, you have to forgive and leave it. Especially if you don't. Especially if you know, not don't. Like if you know that person, place, or thing doesn't deserve your energy anymore, it's best to just forgive it and let it go. And when it's brought back up, you gotta be like, but I forgave it. So I'm not going to get too angry about it because I forgave it. And it's my own fault for getting upset with something that traumatized me or hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? It's like you forgave that and you knew what it did to you. So why would you bring something like that back in your life after what you endured? Forgive it and let it go. That's what 2025 is about so far for me. And then recently I was at my mom's house, and I was over there for a nice little week. So I'm over there for a week, and I'm around family members that, sexually assaulted me. And I exposed them last year. My grandmother went off on me, and I was just like, this is my grandmother. Like, what? It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, my own grandmother called me a lying ass bitch. And it was just a lot. And then my mom, she was just in the middle of it because it's like her siblings, two of her siblings touched her child, and one of her own children touched one of her other children. It's a lot. I wonder what goes on in my mom's head when she thinks about it. You know what I'm saying? But, you wouldn't be able to think nothing like that would be happening. How she just be calm and collected. But other than that, when it came down to my sister, she's pregnant. That's somebody that touched me. She's pregnant, and it's just like my unborn niece is in there, and I want to protect her. But, that's not my child. That's just my niece. And just like, I want to protect her from this nasty family. Like, this family's just trifling. Like, I went over there and I was just saying I said to my aunt and my mother, we were sitting out back, and I said to them, I was like, even though what I've been through with this family, I'ma still always have love, but I can never forget what I went through and what people said. It's just went through, said, whatever, it's the same thing. But like, yeah, I went through that, and I wasn't supposed to go through nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So it hurts me that I wanted to go back to a place that I'm no longer wanted at. Like, spiritually wise, my spirit, it don't feel calm and at peace there. It feels like I gotta keep having my guard up, look that way, look this way, because I'm walking around people that touched me. That's basically getting away with murder, basically. Like, my family just swept it underneath the rug, and like, everybody go about their day saying happy birthday. There ain't no happy birthday. Like, I don't care. Like, but like, I outgrew everybody. Like, I'm outgrowing everything. But when I went back to my mother's house, I'm like, dang, like, I'm comfortable here. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I really sat back. I'm just like, I'm not comfortable. I'm settling. And settling is not good. And the dude that I had exposed, me and him, before it all went down really bad, me and him, we had a very good heart-to-heart conversation, and I'm crying and everything. He's saying things, and I'm saying things. And so then that's when he basically was just like, I'll take care of you. I understand. Like, I got you. Yeah. Then it flipped and reversed it, and it was just like, you settling for what you want him to be for you. But you're not waking up to what he is in front of you in the present. And like, it's just like, this is. I hope whoever watches these videos, hope y'all understand what I'm trying to say. But like, it's just 2025. It's just I'm settling for things that I know aren't good for me, and it actually hurts my spirit, because it's just like, I know what's good for me, I know what's not good for me, and I can't keep letting it keep hurting me over and over again, being around family members that hurt me, smiling and laughing with them. Like, I'm sitting around smiling, laughing with my sister, and it's just like, you know what you did to me. And you not once saying, let me pull my sister to the side and apologize for what I did to her and everything like that. Like, I don't know how she's feeling. I'm talking to my sister boyfriend, and he even said to himself, he was like, me and her, me and your sister, we was talking, and I told her, I was just like, your sister misunderstood. Like, I am very misunderstood. Like, the family don't get me. They will never understand me, because y'all would rather sweep things like that underneath the rug. And how can y'all really just say to me, for example, my grandmother, she talking about some, can you tell such and such, my uncle name, to come and get his son or whatever like that while he outside. And I'm just like, what makes you think I'm comfortable enough talking to him? Just because, I got back in cahoots with you, but you're my grandmother, you know what I'm saying? And I keep my distance. I don't really talk to her like that. But, yeah. It's just like, y'all see me. Y'all know what y'all did to me. Y'all just... It's just like, like, to be honest, I don't like to say it, but what if I died today or tomorrow? Everybody gonna be boo-hoo crying, but they still gonna go about their lives. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm not even really, I'm at that stage in life. It's just like, I'm crying because of what I put my own self through, knowing that would have, that I've been, that would have been the outcome probably. Like, yeah. But the thing about it, when it came down to expose my family, I never expected my own grandmother to be against me. I thought my grandmother was going to be on my side. The only person that was on my side was my cousin and my mom. That's about it. So, yeah, but, 2025 is just learning that forgiveness means forgiving and letting go, because you don't hold that grudge no more. You're growing from holding grudges, and you're growing into a person that let things be for what they are. And, I've been around a lot of people that have said to me, oh, you're going to be this, Tyler, you're going to be that. You are telling, it's just like, y'all tell me these things, I see these things, but I don't apply to the things that it's just, I'm going through a lot about myself, like learning about myself, and like, yeah, like I can put up with a lot of stuff, but once I realize, like, I feel trapped in a box, I get angry, because I just be like, I gotta get out of this box. But it's like, you made that box find your way out of it. Since you want to make a box, learn how to unfold the box. And that's my TED Talk. That's really how I feel right now about 2025. And yeah.